That voice in your head telling you you're not good enough. It's not intuition. It's not the truth. It's a recording from your past playing on repeat, and once you understand where it came from, you can finally turn it off. Here's what nobody tells you about self-doubt. It's not a personality trait. It's a learned response. Somewhere along the way, maybe in childhood, maybe last year, you absorbed the message that you weren't capable, and your brain filed it away as fact. But here's the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Self-doubt isn't about what you can or can't do. It's about the story you keep telling yourself. And stories can be rewritten. Neuroscience shows us that our brains are constantly rewiring based on what we focus on. Clinical psychology gives us tools to challenge distorted thinking. In ancient Stoic philosophy, it teaches us that our thoughts don't control us. We control them. In this video, we're exploring 7 powerful steps to overcome self-doubt and build unshakable confidence. These aren't quick fixes. They're deep shifts that change how you see yourself. Starting with step 1. Recognize self-doubt as a thought, not a truth. Self-doubt feels like reality. When it whispers you'll fail, your body tenses. When it says you're not qualified, you believe it. But here's what changes everything. Thoughts aren't facts. Cognitive behavioral therapy teaches us that our thoughts create our feelings, not the other way around. This means the doubt you feel isn't based on evidence. It's based on an interpretation that your brain made up. Next time doubt creeps in, pause. Say out loud, I'm having the thought that I'm not good enough. See the difference? You're not claiming it's true. You're just noticing it's there. As Epictetus wisely reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Put simply, this means doubt only has power if you treat it like truth. Label it as just another thought, and it starts to lose its grip. Step 2. Identify where the doubt came from. Your self-doubt has a source. It didn't appear out of nowhere. Maybe a parent criticized you constantly. Maybe a teacher shamed you in front of the class. Maybe you failed once and convinced yourself you'd fail forever. Carl Jung taught us about the shadow, the parts of ourselves we hide because they were rejected. This means your doubt probably started when someone made you feel small or not good enough, and you internalized their judgment as your identity. Anytime such thoughts rear their ugly heads again, grab a journal. Write down your earliest memory of feeling not enough. Who was there? What did they say? How did you feel? This isn't about blaming anyone. It's about understanding that the voice of doubt isn't yours. It's an echo. Once you see where it came from, you realize it's not a reflection of who you are now. It's just old programming waiting to be updated. Step 3. Challenge your inner critic with evidence. Your inner critic is loud, but it's also a liar. If given the opportunity, it exaggerates, catastrophizes, ignores every success, and magnifies every mistake you ever make. So, it's time to put it on trial. Aaron Beck, the founder of cognitive behavioral therapy, developed a technique called examining the evidence. This means treating your doubtful thoughts like claims that need proof. When doubt says, you always mess everything up, ask, is that actually true? Have I never succeeded at anything? Make a list of times you did well, times you overcame challenges, times you proved yourself wrong. As Marcus Aurelius said, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. That, in essence, signifies that if you constantly rehearse failure, you'll believe you're a failure. But if you rehearse evidence of your capability, you rewire your brain for confidence. Your past wins are proof. Use them. Step 4. Practice self-compassion, not self-criticism. Here's a radical idea that can help you overcome self-doubt fast. What if the way to overcome self-doubt isn't to be harder on yourself, but kinder? Research from Kristen Neff shows that self-compassion actually increases resilience and confidence more than self-criticism ever could. Think about it. When a friend doubts themselves, do you tear them down? No. You remind them of their strengths, you tell them everyone struggles, and you encourage them to try again. So why do you treat yourself like an enemy? Next time doubt shows up, try this. Place your hand on your heart. Take a breath. Say, this is hard, and it's okay to struggle. I'm doing my best. It sounds simple, but this one act rewires your brain's threat response. Pema Chodron teaches, compassion is not a relationship between the healer and the wounded. It's a relationship between equals. This means you don't need to be perfect to deserve kindness. You deserve it because you're human. Step 5. Take action before you feel ready. Self-doubt tells you to wait. Wait until you're more prepared, more experienced, more confident. But here's the bitter truth. Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes from action. Angela Duckworth's research on grit proves this. People who succeed aren't the ones who feel confident. They're the ones who act despite the doubt. This means you don't overcome self-doubt by thinking about it. You overcome it by doing the thing that scares you. Just start small. Send that email, make that call, post that content. Each small action is proof to your brain that you're capable, and proof builds confidence faster than any affirmation ever will. As Seneca wisely put it, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. The doubt disappears when you move anyway. Stop waiting for permission from your fear. Just move. Step 6. Surround yourself with belief mirrors. You become who you surround yourself with. If everyone around you doubts you, you'll doubt yourself. But if you're surrounded by people who see your potential, you start to see it too. Carol Dweck's research on growth mindset shows that our beliefs about ourselves are heavily influenced by our environment. This means you can't outbelieve a toxic circle. You need people who reflect back your capability, not your fears. Find your belief mirrors. Join communities where people are growing. Connect with mentors who've walked your path. Distance yourself from people who constantly reinforce your doubts. Carl Rogers taught the power of unconditional positive regard, being accepted fully as you are. This means finding people who believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself yet. Your environment either feeds your doubt or starves it. Choose wisely. Step 7. Rewrite your identity story. Here's the deepest truth about self-doubt. You're not doubting your abilities, you're doubting your identity. You've told yourself, I'm not the kind of person who, so many times that you believe it. But identity isn't fixed. Viktor Frankl survived concentration camps by choosing his response to unimaginable suffering. He taught us that everything can be taken from a man, but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude. This means you get to decide who you are. Start using the new language. Instead of I'm bad at this, say I'm learning this. Instead of I always fail, say I'm growing through challenges. These aren't just words, they're identity shifts. Write down the person you want to become. Not what you want to have or do, but who you want to be. Confident, capable, courageous. Then act as if you already are that person. Your brain will follow. Identity drives behavior. Change the story, change your life. Final note, as you can see, overcoming self-doubt isn't about erasing it. It's about not letting it run the show. It's about recognizing it, questioning it, and moving forward anyway. In the comments below, share which step you're starting with today. Let's learn from each other. We're all battling our inner critics. Let's battle them together. If this video helped you have a rethink about your self-doubt habit, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Your confident self is waiting on the other side of action. Thank you for watching. See you at the next one.